Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Worms Marathon. So, this is it. We reached the end of the marathon by looking at the last game of the second generation, Worms World Party. After Worms Armageddon release, Team 17 actually had plans to make a fully three-dimensional Worms game, but as most of us are aware, this later became Worms 3D. It's also why at first Worms Armageddon was meant to be the final 2D game in the series, but Sega approached them and also asked an online version for the Sega Dreamcast. Fun fact, Worms World Party is the first Worms game made without Worms creator Eddie Davidson. But did the effort without him pay off, or was he really what held the games together? Only one way to find out. This is Worms World Party. Well, for one thing, the title screen is a lot more colorful, but the graphics for everything else, including in game stuff, remains just as dark and pretty much the same as Armageddon. Some may not see that as a negative, but I do. Not only does it make it harder for World Party to stand out with three games that share this exact same art style, it also ends up being bland and generic. It's also like if they heard my complaints for the lack of cutscenes and had them in. Exclusively for the PS1 version. What the hell? Okay, fine. These aren't as good as the ones in Worms 2, but they are still entertaining, so to have them stuck in one version just feels like a kick in the nerds. The controls feeling so similar to Worms Armageddon definitely doesn't help, but the one change I like is that the missions don't require any first training. They are still freaking impossible, mind you, but at least you don't have an extra step shoved up your ass. But yeah, let's talk about those missions, because while they aren't as finicky, they are still needlessly picky. Oh, to scratch what I said about them not being as finicky, because the more you do of them, the more they actually feel even worse than Worms Armageddon. Like, the type of stuff they have you do is straight up exhausting. I think I actually had to take breaks, these were so exhausting. You know what? I'm starting to realize why not many people talk about this game. But what about the multiplayer? Now, normally, this is the part where I usually say this is even better than the last game. But honestly, not this time. They feel just like the ones in Worms Armageddon. But because of that, not much is different, and you're not missing much by just playing the Worms Armageddon multiplayer. My god, is this game so bland? The missions are way more crap. The multiplayer is practically the same. Just like the whole game feels like Worms Armageddon 2.0. And that's not what you're supposed to do as a sequel. As a sequel, you're supposed to add new things and improve the old things that needed improving. Change up stuff, which Worms World Party does none of. So to answer my question, no, this isn't underrated. It's not even overrated. It's just there. Well, what a way to end the Worms Marathon on a downer note. Huh. Hmm. But don't worry. We're in December, which can only mean one thing. Christmas! This was Joseph from Joseph World, and I'll see you guys next time. Christmas, baby! Yeah!